Disclaimer: the following is a work of fiction intended for entertainment purposes only. It is not based on factual evidence and should not be taken as truth. The hidden agenda of retro video games, a conspiracy theory. For decades, video games have been a source of entertainment, creativity, and nostalgia. But what if those dusty cartridges and vintage discs hiding in your attic were part of a much larger scheme? A growing number of theorists suggest that the retro gaming industry is secretly connected to a global effort to control the minds of gamers. The theory begins with the seemingly innocuous resurgence of retro gaming. Companies like Nintendo, Sony, and Sega have re-released classic consoles and games, sparking a new wave of interest in decades-old titles. At face value, this looks like a smart business move, but skeptics argue there's a hidden purpose. Some believe that embedded within the digital code of these old games are subliminal messages designed to influence players. How could this work? In the 1980s and 1990s, video games were developed during the peak of the Cold War, an era rife with experimental technologies. According to the theory, governments collaborated with gaming companies to test subliminal messaging techniques. Seemingly harmless pixelated sprites and repetitive chiptune melodies could carry subliminal signals that condition players to accept certain ideologies or behaviors. One compelling, if unproven, example is Polybius, the infamous arcade game rumored to have caused psychological effects in players. Though many believe the Polybius story to be a hoax, conspiracy theorists claim it was a prototype for these subliminal experiments. They argue that other games, including popular franchises like The Legend of Zelda or Sonic the Hedgehog, subtly reinforced societal norms and obedience through their structured level designs and repetitive tasks. The plot thickens with the advent of modern retro gaming collections. Why are these titles being re-released now? Could it be a second phase of the experiment, aimed at a new generation? The theorists propose that as we plug our nostalgic consoles back into modern smart TVs, hidden data is being transmitted to servers, collecting our gaming habits and subtly steering our opinions. While no concrete evidence supports these claims, the idea persists in internet forums and dark corners of the web. Whether it's a bizarre coincidence or an elaborate plan, it leaves retro gamers with a question. Are we playing the game, or is the game playing us? What do you think? Are retro games just harmless fun, or is there more lurking behind the pixels? Comment below and follow us for more thought-provoking theories and stories.